Right, we need to capture the city, secure bridges out of the city, leading toward Iraq city, I guess. Baghdad. I don't recall what the city of this was. Either way, this looks like an odd map, in that we could technically go on the north side of the river, but I don't think we would really bypass anything. There's enough hills here that I think there's high probability that the enemy has a defense force of some sort here too. And they could have a lot of units spread out all over the city, so you would be getting into a crossfire. The southern side is probably more defended, but the enemy will only come from the front, so it would be easier to get through. The problem and the reason why I've split my force is because the visibility is 53. In the previous mission it was 60 and the enemy air defenses fired beyond the visual range. So this is an increased problem now. So I need to get a force fairly close to wherever their anti-air teams are going to be, the vehicles especially. So that's why I wanted to split the group. Both have helicopters, tanks, and all that. A couple of decoys, enough units to produce necessary smoke and so forth. Probably shoot some smoke with the mortars too. Here's the main attack force. I'm expecting most resistance to be here, so that's why. I took a little bit of a look at the helicopters. As far as I can see, the Black Hawk is just a better UE. There's nothing special about it, but it sort of does the same thing better. And the helicopter itself is a little bit sturdier, as far as I can see. Chinook has a vastly increased carry capacity, like almost 4 times the amount, closer to 3 though. But it still can't really load any vehicles or anything like that, so instead of 1 infantry squad, you could load 3 infantry squads, more if you don't have 10-man squads or 10-man plus squads. So a single Chinook could carry an entire force of infantry somewhere. Also, they're all gonna die if someone shoots it down, and since it can't defend itself, that's highly probable. So I don't really get the practical reason for this. I suppose you can save a lot of points in transport costs by buying a single Chinook. Still, the cost is what, 40? This has the cost of 24, and UEs are probably significantly cheaper, 18. Still, you get about 3 to 4 times the carry capacity for around double the cost, so I'm sure there are situations where that would be preferable. The UEs are so slow, but with a helicopter it doesn't mean that much. Yeah, some of these can move like 100 hexes, but the 75 already gets you to the other side of the map, so is the difference of 25 there all that meaningful? I don't see how it could be. Either way, I need to apply the bombardment. Uh, Direct fire is probably worthless at this point because we don't see any targets. But we're gonna need smoke. Without a doubt, there's gonna be a defense force here and probably here. Could be entire missile teams all over the place. The mortars are all the same. We can easily protect everything, trouble coming from the front. Every group can do that. But we can't protect from the side, so I think I'm gonna just fire a lot of smoke close to this hill to try to sort of box them in, that they can't really see at angles all that well. Naturally there are gonna be some openings left, I can't do anything about that, but we can make it a little bit more tough for them. It has to be this hill. The lower hills and positions are something I can protect against fairly easily. This is the only place more or less that can fire at our units at an angle. This is something I can probably get my helicopters to check and other units to destroy if there's something there, so I'm not particularly worried about it. Still, just more smoke here. This is going to be a pretty sporadic smoke screen anyway. I already see something. Ooh, enemy helicopters. Did not expect this. Sort of glad to see it though. I really don't have anything that could take them on. The Apaches are probably my best choice in trying to screw them over somehow. I mean, hold my own at the very least. We do have Humvees. I was planning on using the infantry to go a little bit forward and dump smoke all over the place. Engineers likely are not gonna see any action besides this, so enjoy. No, we need to move forward. It's a respectable screen. We can already fire on this one. With any luck, it can't even fire back. Right. The problem is, if I move any kind of vehicle now, it's gonna react to our presence without a doubt. So we have to fire on it. We're probably also gonna eat some anti-air fire when we do it. Just checking the ranges at what we are shooting at. This is much closer. Okay, let's see if there's gonna be any anti-air fire. G3, do it. Yeah. We damaged the helicopter, so if for all intents and purposes it's gone. It's going to retreat on its own turn. Or hold there for a while, panic, and then flee. Either way, it's gone. The infantry doesn't usually get to shoot all that much, so I'm using it first. And this confirms that there's definitely a enemy presence there. We should have helicopters close by, quite a few of them in fact. This damaged. It is, but I repaired all of them. I guess I can't repair the last of the weapon pod. That is horseshit, by the way. I get a permanent scar on this one. Okay, let's see what they got. SAM site. Okay, that's gonna come at a helicopter can shoot at that, but no one else can. And this might be, yeah, this is probably good enough. I don't want to waste my main cannon shots at it. Very good start for us, no major problems, and we're stripping away their air defenses. This guy can't really go much more forward. I'm just trying to see if we can get some cheap reactions out of him still. Still, we achieved a lot. This guy has already fired upon a target, so we might as well use it as a scout. There were anti-air units here. Yeah, that's guys. Yeah. I'm not quite sure where the shot came from this time. Ah, another helicopter can probably react to it. I'm not so sure. I think it's too far away for that. Well, at least 3 tanks. I still get the hell out of here. Sure, I have the mobility for that. Probably isn't that bad. We haven't been fired a lot of missiles, just a few guns, and a couple of missile systems here have already been destroyed. So there might not be that big of a threat for helicopters in this area. And a healthy amount of casualties inflicted upon them also ensures the same. Even if I missed something, it's pretty hard to function when all your friends have been slaughtered on the same turn. You can do it, but that requires a bit of luck at that point. Right. So things are mostly progressing fine here, and we have, if not the capability of taking down all of these, we at least know their location. We also can progress at a lower altitude to get a little bit closer, so we can destroy that on the next turn. We just need someone here to act as a decoy, scout, whatever. No action. But this is a bit problematic, because even if we would spot something here now, I don't think I could do all that much about it. And still probably get away. Right. I might have spotted something, but yeah, looks to me that we have no particular hurry in trying to make progress here. We can use this hill as cover for our helicopters for at least a turn. allowing us to start attacking them from multiple directions. Hmm. Yeah, I was pretty sure there's something here. Just isn't on this particular part of the hill. Okay. But can we see them? We cannot, so at least with ground units. I don't think we're basically being protected. I think the range literally isn't enough for us to see anyone. So what we need to do is push forward here and fire smoke. Right, the smoke here will cover us well enough, even though there might be units there. We just need to get closer to the unit stations there. Say the range is about, what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It's still not enough, I would imagine. But at least it's something. But I see a reason why I shouldn't drop some extra smoke here. Might not make a huge difference, but at the same time, seems like suicidal not to do it. Right. What I think we should do though is get into better firing positions against enemy targets. This hill might not be a horrible place for helicopters, but I think at the same time we would have to take care of the stragglers here. Ah yes, currently we're close enough for this again. "35 kills so far. This also means that we're close enough from this point to fire at the anti-air gun. I think I'll stay in these positions for now. With high probability that their enemy is there. I can't prevent them from firing, but I can be in a position to react to their firing. I think we're gonna group everything here. I'll leave some helicopters here. Not everyone has to go all that close. These are in great position to destroy targets here, while these are in a great position to spot them. So we can at least leave a couple here. You couldn't kill a crowded crew. I just want the spotters gone. Also using the smoke as a little bit of cover. Just in case. This guy's gonna need a friend no matter what. I want to pull back a little. I don't think we should move any of the troop transports. We really don't know. Ooh, you see something? Probably a crew. Right. Mr. Apache. Where are you firing? Ooh, there's something there. I think we want to bombard smoke everywhere we can. Yeah, I don't think it would really harm us in any meaningful way. And we might be able to block some of their vision out of these crossroad locations where they can likely see out of their little ambush points. Too far away targets, apparently. Okay, still need to move your ass. This is probably a fairly good location to take down a lot of targets. Let's see what they've got. They should be able to... No. One of the helicopters escaped. That's it. I was about to say they should be able to fire upon some of our targets, and I don't think I'm wrong on that. They're still in the mode where they're just waiting for a better opportunity. And we're going to make sure that never comes. Right, which one of you losers was to go there and take a look and see something? No, you are not gonna fire upon something like that. That's why we have the vehicles here. The helicopters are gonna get a huge amount of chances to destroy a lot of things. They don't need extra. Why can't you see it? Yeah, the environment is a little bit awkward there, so it has to be a helicopter. Fair enough. Let's get the show on the road. We always should be seeing 2 targets. If we see more, things can change. Third one. Not sure what it is. Anti-tank? No. Was an anti-tank gun. UMP, anti-tank gun, another anti-air gun, self-propelled. Oh, fair enough. Someone has to take down the self-propelled gun. I'm trying to conserve ammunition, that's why I'm switching off the main weapon. Yeah, what exactly is the distance to the self-propelled gun? Yeah, it's definitely within firing range already, so the problem must be the firing angle. Well, I'm not sure how that possibly could. I'm aiming for the exact same pace. Let's give me at least one missile launch. Preferably two. Right, I'm willing to bet that their ability to launch anti-air attacks is now severely depleted, to the point where we might be able to control the situation without too much fuss. Just trying to provoke some kind of reaction, and they don't seem to have anything left to really use against us. I'm just gonna stay here, see if they have something in their back pocket. I feel like if they had something heavy still left, they would have used it already. So I need to take care of the anti-tank guns. They're not too dangerous, but you never know. I don't exactly want to leave them here either. I feel like I'm gonna take a little bit of a closer look here. I just don't see anything even remotely useful that they could use against me. Yeah, a couple of infantry units here and there, probably tanks and other vehicles, but if they had anti-air capabilities, they would have react fired already, so I doubt it's that. I think we need to try to go here and suppress them to the best of our abilities, assuming we have shots left after the movement. Okay. BMP is still a big threat to every vehicle we have there, so it needs to die. If it has friends, they should suppress them. Right. Let's move in to take care of the rest. Shouldn't be any vehicles we can target. I'm not actually going to move this one yet. It's in a great position to offer fire support to these if they happen to need it. So, moving on. Our damage. Yeah, we're lacking one rocket pod with this one, right? Yep. Fire support. Did I get hit? No. Yes. No. Oh, that's a combat helicopter. Hindi. Hindi. Clickety clickety click. These guys are running out of missiles, so be nice if you can get a kill there. Game says no. Right, the helicopter has to be taken care of. It's gone. Yeah, it took 10 points of damage, so it's definitely gone. Urban bunker. Right, yeah, this is a actual assault mission. Right. It's kind of funny. Ooh, more earthen bunkers. Didn't really think about this. Not that I give a crap if they're earthen bunkers, for God's sake. Not something useful. Still. We probably have enough anti-tank capability here to get rid of them anyway. Retreating bunker. Right. Strike at what? Oh, we need to see what the hell that is. An anti-tank gun. Other earthen bunker. Ooh, what the hell is that? Panhard AML-90. This is I think this is like a tank on wheels. Right. It's like APC armoring. There's a machine gun and it has a gun. So I think this would be something like in tight quarters or tough terrain. 33 movement speed is quite nice. And it's just 15 points. For 15 points you get a miniature tank. It'll probably do everything you need from a infantry support vehicle and can destroy APCs and the like. It's just totally hopeless against main battle tanks. I think they're a little bit too far away for us. No, the angle that we can fire upon them is all wrong. These guys still don't see shit. Okay, but that doesn't mean the helicopters do see some shit. I'm flying on the streets to basically try to fish out the inevitable tanks and other vehicles that are working these across the shore. Because why wouldn't you? Bunkers, more tanks, yeah, Yeah, probably should get the fuck out now. Very, 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 very useful move for that. Also shows the risk if we keep pushing forward. There are tanks able to shoot at us. 9 targets suddenly available. It's mostly trash. Mostly. Right, I think we can keep a minor smoke screen here to at least keep us safe. Right, here we have looked at these areas fairly closely, and I don't think there really is any significant threat here anymore. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a great idea to just rush forward. Just fire the goddamn smoke. These guys in general shouldn't be seeing all that many targets. They can see targets, the targets can see us. Doubt I can see anything useful. Earthen bunker, maybe? Right. What is your job? I think kill all the things might be the thing we want to go for. Basically, if there's anything even halfway looking intact here. Where did the shot come from? You shot me? That's suspicious. It does mean it can see here, so it could potentially see these guys too. More tanks. Earthen bunkers, which I will use twice there. Anti-tank gun. More tanks. Okay, this is a genuine threat to us. Probably more, right? At least those two. Probably more. Yeah. We're gonna stay here. I think I'm going to stay here in position to fire at the tanks we just discovered. The question is, can I protect my own ass against the... I don't think I can. Right, you have no smoke. Yeah. So this pathetic little spot of smoke is not gonna keep us safe. It's barely protecting this guy, but it is protecting it. I don't think it'll protect anyone else, so you could take down some of those tanks, that would be great. Our tank might get a shot at something. Holy shit. Probably should shoot at the bunker, it might actually destroy it. A kill is a kill. Not gonna hit it. There it is! Okay, this one can at least take down one of the tanks. That should suppress the others. Not enough to disable them completely, but probably enough that I don't have to give a shit about them. This can be destroyed the second one. Without the lonely tank here, let's retreat. Bit risky path to choose, you can get immobilized in this one. Also not really protected by the smoke ammunition, for whatever reason. We could try to destroy one extra tank. 45, need to disable main gun. I think I'll hold my position here. I might be able to destroy this little piece of crap too. The cannon certainly can destroy it, just no hits. It certainly looks like we are best just maintaining our current position. More or less, at least. Humvees, they really aid us. We could lure units to fire. That's about the best thing I think they can achieve. We'll start moving the helicopters soon. Right, so bombardment is arriving. Not sure if it's actually arriving in good locations, but whatever. It wouldn't hinder us all that much. Right, I think they're more or less revealing their locations. Ooh, aircraft, holy shit. I destroyed a Humvee. A precious Humvee. I think this is the first mission where they've had Air Force. And it's clean. Still, they cause some fuss. Taking a look if something new has popped up. As far as I can see, there's a PMP and probably a tank here. And ooh, a couple of extra tanks revealed the location. Don't really see anything serious. We'll start with the vehicles. If they can't see anything, we'll use the helicopters. Don't think we need to fire any more smoke here. I would be extremely surprised if they have any kind of a heavy unit ready to fire upon our location here. I've destroyed so many tanks already. Right, this is a different matter. We're getting at good angles on some of their tanks from this position. I don't think that's a good idea. We're probably much better off just using the helicopters to kill as many tanks as we possibly can, then try to figure out what we really want to do. Tanks should be priority. guess this guy's suppressed because it's so far away from all others that fired upon a little bit. Bad time when you're using tanks against helicopters. 24 targets. It doesn't. Ooh, yeah, tanks are priority. We'll be left with enough shots that we can probably disable and destroy quite a few infantry squads after this. I don't really see what they could really do to stop us anymore. Any kind of vehicle will do. Tanks preferred. BMPs have an anti-tank missile, which is just as deadly as our own missile, so we could shoot that little tank. Any better targets? It has a respectable gun, but it's not that dangerous looking. It's too small caliber. I don't really see another target. Kill is a kill. With all the vehicles kills, we're also spreading a lot of suppression all over the defensive map. This would be a good time to try to make some kind of a push forward. I doubt they can react all that well. 24 targets. Is it all infantry? Not all. There's still an earthen bunker somewhere. Right. I think we're pretty much clear to move with vehicles for a turn at least, and they are unlikely to be able to do much about it. Could we do suppression fire? It might be better than firing smoke. I think the time for that is over. Mainly because I haven't seen any kind of missile from their front. They have anti-tank capable units, but there's a big but on that. They're too close range to be of use. They're just, as far as I'm concerned, they're pretty much worthless. Shoot at something. Okay, high altitude, don't care. Kills. Kills are important now. Hunt down anything you can, get kills. Also, we should move closer to the edge. There's, just in case there are things like anti-tank missiles. I've checked a few, but usually it's just standard issue. This could have good enough of our optic system to be able to fire through smoke. I have no idea how to do this. Trying to figure out a reason why he's buying. Doubt I can see any vehicle targets. Right, just full speed ahead. We could fire some minor suppression fire. I'm not sure if it's worth it. We're also experiencing some artillery in a long while, so better spread out a little bit. They could also have mines. I haven't really given that much thought. How far would we have to move to be able to shoot at these little shits? Probably around here somewhere. Don't go into the water, please. I sort of forgot that these can do that. Now is a good time to see if they can fire see-through smoke. It's not particularly important this minute, but we might face them in the future, so that's a pretty important thing to know. Do we have vehicle targets to fire upon? Are they vehicle targets to fire upon? Probably. Still, don't really see anything here, and I'm inclined to go for kills at this point. No, we are going to move helicopters in this location. I'll keep this as a guardian for them. Right, I don't think good targets really matter at this point. Anything will do. We should focus on fighting their HQ. That's what we should be doing. Easy kill with a massive impact on morale. Minefields. Okay. So even that's still a problem. Doubt it's a big problem though. They had helicopters, aircraft, auto-map artillery. That shit is expensive. You don't have a huge amount of points left for things like mines and that. Right. I'm moving the Black Hawks a little bit closer, but I don't think we're gonna go in. Chinooks, no weaponry. They can also reach any place on the map pretty much without worry, at least any of the flagged locations. So there really is very little point in moving them closer. At the same time, this is secure now, so might as well. So we can drop what? 7-8 squads of infantry right on top of any flag team we want to drop them on. Might be better at this point to just start firing regular mortar rounds. Let's see how the smoke would really benefit us here anymore. Just fires on some target. Out of range, I guess. Yeah, this might be the only genuine problem with taking the small mortars. We literally don't have the range to reach the place we want to fire. Still, they did their job. I bought them for cheap smoke ammunition. That's what they achieved. Anyone who still hasn't really moved all that much? All the important units have moved. So I'd say at this point the fight for this map is over. It's gonna keep going for a few turns. Ooh, what tank. Gonna keep going, but it's decided. So full speed ahead, I guess. Nope. 3 targets to fire upon. Rifle Scout destroyed. We're destroying a crew. Although I don't see... Oh fuck, minefield. Okay. Yes, someone had to drive in one. Any targets we could fire upon? Don't think so. Don't see any armored targets. Ooh, there's the earthen bunker, I guess. Does it really count? Also the wrong goddamn unit. B4. No rocket pods. No luck. I'm not sure I want to leave the helicopter right in the middle of the sea. There could still be sufficient number of enemies there. Certainly won't want to lose a helicopter or get one driven away. Just some shitty infantry fire upon it. Ah, crap. The minefield. We're in a position to destroy the bunker with these vehicles the next turn, so that's pretty much settled. The helicopter is going to do something else. Ah. Bunker gone. There's a high probability that there's some sort of minefield on this side too. So I'm not too eager on rushing there with the vehicles. I want to end them. He drove in the mud when I told him to drive somewhere there. Pathfinding. I mean, I understand. Well, I don't understand because I live nowhere near the water, so why does it want to drive in the water? I mean, surely it can tell the difference between area it can't move through versus open desert, but apparently no. The answer is no, it does not. I need to bring in the other helicopters. There's no point in waiting for the tanks to do things, or the vehicles in general to do things here. I think it's just asking for trouble and casualties to the minefields. Helicopters can ignore all that, and we have enough firepower here to suppress the remaining infantry and destroy vehicles, so why in the earth would I wait? They're useful when there's a lot of fight going on, but finishing up, not so much. sure there is still plenty of infantry left that I should be worried about, but maybe in the few center areas of the city, but that's it. Outer areas have definitely been cleaned up. I could use a Humvee as a canary against the mines, but the problem is he could get lucky and drive through the minefield successfully. Right. If we can take control of the situation here. Baby steps though. We're not in any particular hurry at the moment, so no point trying to rush things. I think the fighting is still a little bit too heavy here. I mean, we might have cleared this fully, but at the same time, I can't say that for certain at all. Some expensive loss if that happens. That is not an expensive loss. We should give some thought about getting anti-air units at this point, I guess. No, what we need here is spotters. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Genuine enemy tanks. Okay, the area here seems to be fairly well cleared of any troublemakers. A few remaining ones are suppressed to the point I can pretty much ignore them. How in the hell can you not kill a crew? I'm gonna scout around a little bit in areas that I'm cold flying over to. Right. Serious trouble. Well, serious and serious. We might have to give cover to the Apache that was just ridden off. That's about it. Not really afraid that it'll get destroyed, but it might get damaged a little bit if I just leave things there. I have no idea where it retreated to, what trouble it retreated to, so Yeah, so let's gonna take a look and then let's press the nearby infantry probably. Also nearby the helicopters. Okay. More vehicles than I thought, more infantry than I thought. Any chance actual enemy, armored units could take part in this? I would have to go south substantially. So somewhere around here. Just fire your goddamn gun. No. Did the angle of fire? No, I don't think it can shoot at that particular target now. Well, whatever. Not like that's the only way we can do things there. How many missiles? 5. Well, that's probably the exact correct number we need here. HQ! And they're gone. Right, big success for us. Be able to shoot at some vehicles. Were there more? Pretty sure there were more, not sure where they were. I'm not gonna shoot at the bunker. BMP. Right, not exactly a perfect success this time, but I think we've suppressed them to the point where that doesn't really matter. And their survivors are starting to disperse. Any luck, the BMP will retreat. Yeah, I'm not bringing more in vehicles there anymore. I just need to bring the helicopters in, that'll basically wrap things up fairly quickly. Still, there is some risk in that. What if things don't go exactly like we planned? We run out of shots or something. Then what? We don't have the time to bring the vehicles close in to support anymore. So this sort of assumes that everything just happens to go my way, which isn't particularly likely. kind of enemy squad there, but I have no idea what type. Yeah, these guys just simply cannot see the minefield, so I'm not moving them forward here. I suppose we could go and take a look what the hell has been harassing us here. Just finish the goddamn squad. I suppose I could drop infantry next to it to make sure it's dead, but I don't know. As long as these guys just keep slowly moving forward toward the targets, it's good enough. Doesn't look like they're getting ready to cause me trouble anyway. Pretty sure we could take these. Go and see what the situation here is with the mines. Hopefully that's something the rest of you do too. There's likely some kind of opening in the minefield. Right, am I going to move these forward? Ah, shit. I guess I'm not. Depends on how much action we see on their turn. There shouldn't be all that much. Few units firing here and there, maybe. That's our unit firing. And retaliatory artillery. I don't really see a point going with the rest of the forces. They just don't have what it takes. Most of their units seem to be at an army-wide route. Couple of units are standing firm, but not that many. If we whip the rest a little bit, we can probably force them to pull back too. Still, they have ready squads, so shouldn't underestimate them. Routed. Ready. What the fuck? Yeah, two vehicles were already there before the mine exploded. Gonna have to stay where I am. Right, it's a fairly substantial minefield this time. Still, we don't have a huge amount of shots. Yeah, this guy has 4 high explosive shots still left, and we have no anti-infantry capabilities. And we do need to destroy that bunker too at some point. There we go. Wasn't too hard. He needs to be suppressed. He needs to be suppressed. He needs to be suppressed. A lot of jobs just to do. This guy has a decent amount of ammunition. Okay, these guys are played out of 5. What's next? Destruction of the bunker sort of collapsed their morale here. Suits me just fine. Ready infantry squad again. On the much more positive side, it at least looks like I haven't really lost any crew. So yeah, replacing the vehicle is expensive, but as long as the crew survives, most of the damage is not actually done. You have an experienced unit that can be put into nuclear. Could you kill the crew, please? It's totally harmless to me, but it annoys me that I see it constantly. At least drive it away. I would like to kill it, but driving away is better than nothing. I don't want to waste the helicopter's few shots to clean something like this when there's actual fighting to be done. Oh, for fuck's sakes, just let the goddess damn crap escape. That means, though, that this could be... might not be a minefield for this guy anymore. So you decided to go into the... whatever. Use full suppression fire. That unit is ready for action. Now it's pinned. And you're immobilized in the goddamn swamp. Not shooting at retreating units. We need to make more units retreat. We have plenty of shots. Right, we definitely need to bring in the transport helicopters at this point. We can't keep up this pressure with the combat helicopters or gunships for long. So someone else has to pick this up, pretty much where we leave it. Yeah, and more ready units. Shit. Where is it? There we go. No. Oh, that's a B&B. Okay. Hmm. There we go. Ready units. No longer ready. think it's pretty hopeless to try to get a vehicle to shoot at the BMP. Right, it's there, and yeah, it's pretty thoroughly right in the middle of all the buildings. We can give it a shot. Successful shot. Right, a couple of extra targets that we could still suppress. Ooh, there's a bunker here. Also, ready infantry next to the BMPs. Usually the infantry gets damaged heavily too when you destroy the vehicle, but clearly not always. Someone else can take care of that. Okay, we've suppressed a massive amount of infantry this time. MV. I want you to go for the flags. And they have mines on the motherfucking flags. That is a classic bullshit move, I'd like to say, but I'm guilty of using it myself. We'll leave one infantry squad there. The infantry squad will survive it, even though they might take damage. What else? What else? I think we, generally speaking, just want to be a little bit closer to the infantry when it starts pressing. Survivors disperse. Yeah, we need to start dropping infantry right on top of them. Maybe not right on top of them. There's so much infantry moving about here. I'd like the protection of the building for our infantry squad here. We could still be fired upon, but unlikely to be fired upon by all the squads. Start more infantry here. Technically, there's nothing really to take over here, but no, I don't think so. Focus on killing. I think there's one tangible benefit in having these newer helicopters. Since they have more mobility, they can usually drop the units and move on from that. The UEs can do it if the unit is dropped fairly close. to the start point of the helicopter, but with the later helicopters that's no longer the case. You can travel quite a bit of distance before you're also stuck there in the landing position. So that's a genuine benefit there. I'm not sure if there are others. Also, do you actually have something inside you? Don't think so. So they dropped this infantry. Okay. And easily can continue moving on. Right, I'll drop another squad here somewhere. Doesn't particularly matter where, I guess. The passenger squads to do something. Not much I can do. I could fire upon a crew, I guess. Not ooh, that's a different matter. Hostile infantry squad right next to us. Not in a good condition, so I don't think it will cause trouble, but also not too eager to try to find out. Right. We should be able to end this on this turn. At least get all the flags. Most of their infantry is dead, their leaders are dead, and now they're gonna lose the flags. There's gonna be a little bit of a reaction. Holy shit, there's an anti-tank gun there suddenly. Infantry squad gone. That's a mysterious thing though. This tank has no high explosive ammunition, but when it react fires, all the rules are sort of suddenly forgotten. It applies to a lot of things in this game. Okay, that'll suppress it enough for it to stop being a problem for me. Survivors disperse. Can't shoot at a goddamn thing. Hind enemy infantry squad. I think that's a ready squad. Yeah. They already wiped out one of my infantry squads. Well, yeah, the situation's a little bit better. Ooh, there's one infantry squad that's pinned. They keep credit to their infantry though. Massive catastrophic casualties, but they still keep causing me fuss. Anti-tank gun destroyed. Mr. Apache. Any infantry we need to suppress? You. Five men killed. That's acceptable. Ready infantry squad. Yeah, they're still spread all around us. We're down to a couple of last shots more. The positive side, I guess, it does look like they don't really have a huge presence here anymore. So those few shots could be enough in this case. Also, oh, there's a ready squad. I need to find a target to use these against. I can't just sit here and not use them. As long as there's even a single functioning enemy squad, we just need to keep firing. Out of ammo. Okay, you're in scouting role. Keep just flying over everything and spot trouble. 3 shots. Saw some sizable infantry squads here. Probably should weaken them. Survivors disperse. Nothing here. Slightly skeptical about that. Could have driven all of them off, I suppose. There are 5 areas that we need to capture. Ooh, 4 remaining areas that we need to capture. Right, pick one. We'll probably reach that fairly easily with or without these units. Okay, we're killing them left and right, so hopefully things will go smoothly for us here. Now, they've already ambushed us here once, they're not gonna do it again. Rather, they cannot do it again. Another squad down. Any targets? Ooh, quite a bit of targets. Not functioning targets though, but who the hell cares? Right. These will be taken soon. These will be taken soon. Not sure we specifically need to drop additional forces here, but at the same time, I don't really see a reason why I shouldn't drop them. Soon it's time for them to make their final push to retake the flags. That could get very ugly for us. What do we control? There are 4 flags that we do not control. So there has now comes the counterattack, because next turn the game ends. Using non-engineers to clear minefields is... you could not clear that minefield in time before the mission ends. Just not possible. Okay, I'm going to just move the infantry over the remaining flags. I'm not really seeing anything. A couple of fleeing units, I guess. I'm gonna harass them as much as possible, but that's about it. Ready crew. No high explosive ammo. 6. Any nearby targets? You. Survivors disperse. Right. Yeah, you don't have the ammo. 4 shots. It's not exactly going to be all that useful, but the amount of kills do make the helicopters much more useful. There's a reason why we can rely on them so heavily at this point. So all the kills they are racking up, even the shittier ones are very good. Have 2 missile attacks per turn. There's something red here. Ready infantry squad. So I guess they haven't really made their counterattack yet. Which is a bit worrisome. Not too dangerous for us perhaps, but still. Because if we can spot a new infantry squad here now, that means we missed others. And you're out of high explosive ammo, right? Perfect timing. You are out of ammo too. Right, this guy has a single shot. I think ordnance carrier is a fairly good investment for our team at this point. They're not that expensive, and there is no really anti-infantry helicopter that we could purchase. We do have vehicles in this general area, so we could use them or the helicopters. Just they don't take flags, we win. Yeah, they're trying. I don't think that's gonna work. Don't destroy it. It's more than 100 points. That's cheaper. Damage not destroyed. 2,279 versus 50. So a lot of things damaged, but nothing really destroyed. I think self-propelled artillery destroyed and 4 Humvees. I think this is Iraq 7 now. Surprisingly long campaign. Because I suppose not. It's like a lot of the campaigns so far. There's very little variation when you start it, which I understand because you have to buy a core army, so you can't shift it around constantly. But I still think there could be more variation in these campaigns. Otherwise, make them shorter. Yeah, I think we can more or less just repair all and leave it at that. Maybe shift the rifle squads to engineers, because the rifle squads are not going to be able to deal with mines. Right, I don't know what I would shift at this point. I could make the Abramses Apaches, but I don't think that's a great idea. Because we have enough Apaches already to get the job done, and the Abramses are good in certain situations, especially if the anti-air action is very strong. Then you need some kind of a ground unit to sort of start chipping away at it, so the Apaches can handle the rest. Something. So 2 Abramses can deal with that. Despite the defeat of the Iraqi army near Basra, Iraq remains defiant. The Iraqi army has gathered its remaining forces for a last-ditch stand at Baghdad. Even now, they hope a United Nations imposed ceasefire will save their government. Your orders are to make a night assault on Baghdad. Good luck with your mission. It's not actually bad. That'll mean we'll probably fight at 40 vision range. More importantly, the enemy has like the anti-air, self-propelled anti-air guns that can see more or less to the same distance, but while most of their units cannot. They can probably see to 20 or 30 at most. So we'll have a range advantage. It is a goddamn river crossing. Because there's a river on the map. Oh, it's an actual river crossing 2 bridges. Probably a massive amount of defensive force here, and then sprinkled all over the place infantry and tanks to delay you. That looks like a palace complex. No, it's not. Mansion type buildings anyway. Government buildings. So very likely we'll have to take that. That looks like an old refinery type of crap. So open desert, enemy in defensive positions all over the place, heavy fighting here, and right, sprinkled all over. This is a proper assault, so they're gonna have mines, and they're gonna have a massive amount of everything potentially. Not sure what I would like to buy. I buy gunships. Oh yes. I don't see why I would take anything else. There's probably a limit how many we can buy. Right, so 160 something else. Humvees have been hugely successful. I'm only taking ordnance trucks. Um, engineers maybe? They have to be actual APCs, otherwise the infantry can't fit in. This would be for engineers, but do I really want them? Wouldn't I prefer infantry in helicopter platoon form? The cheapest possible, and but the Black Hawks might be better because they can see stuff. UEs would basically be blind, so they couldn't fire on targets unless they go right next to them. At the same time, that's exactly how I'm using these, so... huh? 48 points to waste on something. SAM battery, maybe? They don't seem to have vision, though. This would have vision of then, which is equally worthless. Would have to be a self-propelled SAM of some sort. Yep, vision of 40. Maybe smoke, but it's night fighting, so the smoke wouldn't really make much of a difference anyway at this point. I have no clue where to use the 48 points. Can I buy actual helicopters separately? Yep. Uh, Air mobile platoon with fewer helicopters. Uh, Only 2 UAs, but it would still make half a dozen helicopters and a decent amount of infantry. So I think this is gonna be it. We have what, a metric ton of Apaches and UAs to take the faraway sites. Army is going to try to smash through something, hopefully not going to destroy too many of themselves, dying in mines. Ammo trucks, no, actually we're going to rely on helicopters pretty much exclusively, I think. Which means we could just end things here and change the Bradleys. We can't change the goddamn Bradley to Apaches, I tried that. We could change the Paladins to Apaches, but that's it. We'll go with this one. I don't want to load just because of that.